Hey people, excuse my face. I was doing my lady maintenance when this shit started coming through. So I got my face mask on and my anti-lip wrinkly stuff. But while I was putting it on, I kept hearing they're holding their talent back. And I feel like you've been doing this for quite some time. Like, you don't want to make people feel stink because you're better at doing something than what they are. You know, you've always like held yourself back. But you've got to quit holding yourself back. Yeah. You're worried about the judgment and people being like jealous of you, you know? And because of that, it's holding you stagnant. You know, you're not really going anywhere. Yeah, delays and setbacks. You're holding yourself in a position that you know you don't want to be in. Yeah. Stagnation. It's time to release, my friend. This is your path, no one else's. And unless you want to continue living way lower than what you know you're capable of living, then stay in that situation, you know? But you got the Hanged Man. Take the leap, my friend. You know? It'll pay off, and I feel like you've been ready to be like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna fucking go for it. And then, you know, your ego and shit starts getting in your head and you're like, oh, actually, no, I won't. I don't want to make these people feel stink. But it's not about making these people feel stink. You know, they're making you feel fucking stink. Wheel of Fortune, yeah. A lot of setbacks, friend. A lot of setbacks. You know, is it repetitive fucking behavior? You've got some big choices to make. Yeah, the Magician. Come on, friend. You know, this is a time of transformation. You know you're not going to be going anywhere the longer you stay in the situation that you're in. I'm getting the name Michael, Jesse, Laura. Yeah, the love is reversed. You know, you've got a really big decision to make here. It's time to detach. Basically, you know, it's time to detach from what is not serving you. Yeah, and it's time to work hard. And look, you got the Six of Wands after that. You know, recognition, public recognition. You'll be celebrating, you know, success. But you got to get rid of that fear of change, okay? But yeah, or you don't, you know, you could just fucking not and just stay right where you are moaning about shit and stuff. Okay. Yeah. Let go and integration. Let go is upright, integration's reversed. Unfortunately, on this path, a lot of people cannot come with you. You know, they're holding you back. You know they're not going anywhere. No matter how much you try and fucking help them. It's sad, but it's true, yeah. Struggle. It's always struggle. Drama fucking after drama with these people. You can't create your sacred space that you've been trying to create. I feel like you've been trying to set up like a little bit of time here and there to focus on you, but it's like they know what you're doing and they just fucking get in there and ruin that for you. Can we have one more, please? You know, I feel like you know what they're up to, but because you've got this level of love for them, you don't want to let them down, but you're letting yourself down. You're letting your soul's purpose down. And look, man, new beginnings. And who knows, maybe down the line, they might see you doing good and be like, yeah, fuck, I should start healing myself. You know, you never know. But yeah, you really need to focus on yourself, man, and your journey. But anyway, I need to go wash this off. Have a good evening. Keep on keeping on.